The dust is going to be too slippery, and it's going to be like... That's slippery. Oh gosh. I'm gonna be surprised if I can break through the 1000 code. Very, very surprised. This is such a sloppy run. Yeah, I was way too slow because I just like fumbled so many pieces. Oh well, whatever. There's a reason why we use it as a warm-up. Now that the warm-up's complete, let's go destroy our overlay. Let's see here. Where's my progress thing? Hello, Emma. Nice rubber, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let's do this. My PB is just 1300. I don't remember what time I got there. But yeah, I haven't passed the 1300 proton. Yeah, me neither. I think everyone's pretty like in disbelief about it. I went, oh, I'm gonna retcon the fact that I lied. And actually have it exist. Like, okay, buddy. Whatever you say. We're expected to just go with it. Playing as cleanly as I'd like us to be, but alright. First run of the night. Ah, whoops. Nice recovery from that. Oh dear. Don't want to be clearing those access lines. Oops. Oh dear. Okay, I don't think 60 is real on this one. Okay, that's fine. This one's kind of hopes and dreams. Like that one. That solve is only possible because I got lucky. Wait, con. Ah, I took too long. But also, like, yeah, I fumbled the solve there. Darn. I did have a chance. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. We're not too far off of our 60 Tetris, and our MPK was decent enough. I'll definitely take it for a first run. Loki wants to try modding 3.1 back into Tetris. Is that something you can do? That'd be crazy. PK2 is so satisfying to watch. When it goes well, at least. When it blows up and you accidentally destroy your entire board, you just crumble and cry. It would be so sad. For fun, you did a sort of test run on Cambridge recently with a custom version of Autopilot. Managed to clear lines so fast from 1300 to 2600 that rewound back to 850 and got 10 extra picky line. Why? Why? That's nuts. Oh my gosh. To 850. That's so goofy. Wow, insane. Ten extra picky line, please. That's very funny. Oopsies. Let's see. Happened was I cleared so many Tetris that the level bonus was high enough for me to just spam singles as fast as possible. Had like 10 extra seconds left despite the rewind. Really? What? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Amazing. Nice. No, what an incredible run! I was gonna come in with over 50 Tetrises. No way! Oh my gosh! In fact, "21 more Tetrises across 4 sections. Is it possible to get 70 No, no, right? No. Surely you can't get 70 Tetris run. If you do, that's a free 1300 rewind. No, man. It is Is it possible with the 16 T-spins? Four wide might unironically be viable. I guess if you're clearing that little lines to get to the end of the game, then maybe. Hello, Zepto. Because you've got to move down and picky line clear, so not sure about that. I'm curious about what the idea is. Oh, also, surely not in ARS, right? You don't have all the spins available. Hello, Recula. Hello, Andrew. Yeah, that was so sad. Not sure. Yeah, that's the main thing. For 70, I don't need to go for 70 Tetris if I'm getting the 16 T-spins in. But if I can get 70 Tetris plus 16 T-spin, that's insane. That is unheard of. But I'm just gonna ignore the thought because it seems like you would need to be so incredibly efficient, impossibly so. Nah, not good. 70 Tetris in 10 sections can be stacked perfectly as is mathematically a 7 count average? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I think my best run so far had 60... something like 64 Tetrises? So... Hey, Andis. Yeah, there's level bonus, but I think, knowing the theoretical max basically, paints the picture for, oh, there's a few more levels that you then gain on the way, and then, yeah. Don't know though. Oops. Someone put something in chat to remind me to update the level counter as well, because I didn't update it for the fact that I died in Picky, I think. Oopsies. Oops. Oh, dear. What? It didn't rotate a second. Oh, because it counts as a floor kick, doesn't it? Wait, no. No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. Because if it's pre-rotated spawns in, you rotate it to be flat. And then it should floor kick so that it... What? That was... I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Okay. The middle is a dumb, oh. The version you made lets me use the other rotate key to make the eyepiece flat on the side, which is what I use for the rapid line clear. Ah, that makes sense. 55 AC. Oh yeah, AC. Right, you get AC level bonus. I forgot about that. 74 Tetris 60 50. 11.8 seconds. That's so funny. Oh, someone has mod packed it, I see. Wow, crazy. That's crazy that people have like already recreated the mode. I did not to give me my cheap pieces, so it's gonna be a little less efficient than I would have liked. Well, as long as I can get that level stop, then I should be on pretty good pace still. Nice. Oopsies. Oh. Ah, that's what's up. Would it like to come out of hiding, please? Thank you. Nah, I can't be that high up. Oh no. Good pace though. We got another 60 Tetris run going. That's awesome. Better if it was stacking up so high anyway, I've always wanted this. If you mean like during sections, then it's kind of like question mark, right? But if it's about at the end of sections, it's so that you can get like the free resources in the next section, right? Because your level stopping and all those levels don't count for anything. That way you can get as many medals as possible. Yeah. That's a weird start. I actually rushed myself a little bit that run because I noticed that I was at the level stop in MPT. And I was like, oh, if I want to be able to rewind to this, I can't sit here while I upstep. So I've got to like... get going. Oh. Okay. That's good at least. Oops. Okay, that worked out. Oh, not fine actually. Oh. Close enough. Oopsies. That was right. Wow, that was awesome. Okay. Ah, we're off hits for 60. Well. Oopsies. Why did I build it like that? That's so wrong. Yeah. Are you kidding me? I almost had that? Somehow? I almost recovered that run? What? 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 What was that? What was that? What? What kind of nutty gameplay is that? What? So, this part I'm saddest about is I just fumbled one of the easiest solves there are. That's so sad. I am like, I got through all of that stupid nonsense and I fail at the easiest part. Here. What did I do? Did it come in? Okay, was it a cyclone? Was it actually a cyclone? Okay. That's excusable. That's excusable. Sort of. It was in hold, so I should have been able to react to it. But this is my favorite ZTSLJ solve. Because it was going to be ZTSLJ, and then it was going to be O, and then it was going to be OIO. Like, this section was going to be free. I was like, oh, I'm home free now. It just gave me ZTSLJ. Because that's how many line clears is that? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 line clears. I basically won the one after 7 line clears, right? Okay, what an insane run though. I will take the freestyling there. That was really cool. Let's see. For MPK though, if it just feels like it limits your rewind time, I feel like if you want to maximize your rewind, you need to just blitz it. It's the thing is, if you want to maximize your rounds number, if supposedly it's about how far you rewind, you need to be getting max bonus so that you get there in 65 seconds. And then during endgame, you just have to do it again. Plus there's the down stack, so it's like crazy. But also, hopefully it gives you enough levels to buffer. But yeah, it's like, basically you just need to do the same thing twice over with that bonus in order to maximize how far you get rewound, right? T-spins with the picky sections is funny. Oh yes, it is a good time. Intermediate T-spin, exactly. Yeah, it was entertaining, but unfortunate. Some of the souls need a lot of room. Yes, so some weirdo. The specification is that I need at least a 6 high, 3 wide, because that allows me to do most solves. Most solves will work as long as I have a height of 6 in my 3 wide. But the less you have, the less solves become possible and the more RNG reliant this becomes. But I believe 6 is the number if you don't want any RNG to be involved. Pretty much everything can be solved with a 6 high. And then you just want as much 2 wide as possible. Maybe up to like here-ish is what you'd like. Maybe here or here. Because then you can deal with like P sequences like ZZT, S, or whatever stupid stuff can happen. Like that. Once you've built your stack up enough to get that room, it's not all usable immediately because it's not frozen yet. Exactly. That's why the eye skim is one of the scariest parts, because you stack that part last, and if an eyepiece is there, then you can't skim it off straight away. So you either have like no hold available for a bit, or you somehow use it in the well, which needs some specific P sequences. What part of MPK do you think is the biggest time loss for you? There isn't really any. It's pretty much just the up stack, so you just need to do that as fast as possible. And then all the solves should come like basically instantly. Should is the keyword. Pretty slow though for good GMR. Yeah. It would have been for sure. But I think with 50 Tetrises and no explicit stalling, there was a bit of like hesitation to make sure I get the solves correct. Or like that I get my inputs correct as well because of Cyclone and things. But I guess it would have rewound to maybe like 1400 still. Maybe 1500. But honestly, I think it would have been 1400s. Well, okay, hold on. Let's see. So if we had cleared by like 7:05, let's go back to 6 minutes. Because we have a lot of level bonus here. Oh, never mind. I had to stall a lot here, didn't I? Never mind, it would have been like 1500. Really? Wow, was that slow? I forgot the solves here were like so... I had to IRS and everything so much here. This is so spooky. This is nuts. I can't believe I pulled this off. That froze just on time. The 5 missing picky was actually a lifesaver here. This is crazy. Unbelievable. And it got to 2k and I'm like, I'm gonna die, right? Something's gonna go wrong. And then it doesn't. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. But I can't get my pyramid to work. For ages. It took so long to get that together. Wow, that's cool. Good work. Okay, well that was cool. That means if we get a clean run going, I should be able to smash this out. So, this should be good. Yeah, I'm pretty confident in how we're doing. Haven't seen a lot of ourselves fancy? Yeah. And then picky run, we just blitz the entire way through and not stack up to the top. You probably manage to stacking halfway up with how much gaps there are in the subs. Hold on, blitz the entire way through? How so? What do you mean like that? Let's see. 2 1 wide, 2 2 wide, 6 3 wide, and then 1. Oh, I see. Okay, so you just mean the 2 wide is like really short. So it's essentially RNG prevention, because yeah, like if I get like a weird like ZS T S sequence, then it kind of just like dies. Oh, and if there's like an O in between. Oh, that's another big thing. I need to be able to dispose of O's. O pieces will kill my run if I don't like allow them to go into the 2 wide most of the time. Sometimes you can use them in the 3 wide, but a lot of the time they have to be used up there. So again, either I get rid of it immediately, or I have to let it occupy my hold box, which like further creates like RNG necessity. Yeah. So that's the reason why I go for the tall 2 wide. The other part of it is actually the tall 2 wide, although it's a bit unintuitive, it allows me to blitz through faster because I can just smash more stuff into the 2 wide if I don't find a good solve with the 3 wide quickly. So then I can just like keep bursting levels while I'm thinking about like the height, the stack height differences and stuff like that. So in terms of mental load, it's there to help lessen it, which then allows me to go faster. Instead of having to think through every single solve, I can sometimes just go, oh, I'll just chuck that in the 2 wide and think about like stuff later down the line. So it serves a few functions. Wait, hold on, not 25.99. Sorry, I put it on the wrong one. It was this one. I lied. Bought by a bot. I don't think so. I think it would be okay. Yeah, go for it. Let's take a look. Yeah. So this is... I mean, like, maybe you could use the space on the left to, like, throw away pieces every now and then. But I'm very fearful of the... those, like, really nasty piece sequences. That's my main concern. And particularly the O piece. And, like, IRM is just kind of volatile, is the problem. Maybe with SRS you could get away with it if you're, like, clever with your bag tracking, but... Ooh, I don't know. IRM is spooky. I like the theory of crafting, though. Oops, that's going to go on the other side. Stacking it down, stacking time. Yeah, well, okay, one thing is that I will barely need to down stack if I get, like, a really good rewind. Like, an extremely good rewind. It'll be like right at the beginning, and then maybe I did down stack like one line or something, but ideally I rewind so far back that it's like at the beginning of the up stack. I don't know if it's actually possible, but we've gotten very far with the non-60 Tetris runs already, so I think if I get that 60 Tetris, surely it'll come together. No. That's a shame. Okay, still on good pace, still on good pace. Oh. I'm not gonna pace very well if I miss drop. Hopefully it's early enough that I'm not putting out too much efficiency so that I didn't get that stack much. Maybe it's not good enough. Well, we'll find out soon enough. No, I had 60 Tetris right. Ay ay ay. Well, the pacing is really good. It's really good today. I will say that at least. The longer your stacking takes, the less rewind you get. In each section, you rewind back to... That's right, I'm talking about min-maxing, which isn't very practical. Yeah, I mean, if you could go further back, then I think, sure. The main reason is that I think the max rounds number has to be at 1300 because it lines up with Miharu's little, like, hint. So if that's the case, I only need to be well, to be fair, I'm min-maxing the not the main game, kind of. The rest of it with the medal count already. And so as long as I get that in order and smash through with, well, here's my thing, right? Like 15-second up stack leaves me 50 seconds for the rest of the sections. And if, let's say you do the rest of the 12 sections in that time, it's just over 4 seconds per section, which is already like insane, right? But I think it's just enough time to make it work. So I think I've got, like, it's good enough in terms of min-maxing, in terms of like person viable. Perhaps. I mean, even what I'm saying isn't that practical, but it's just like on the edge of doable that I'm like, I'll try. I don't think many people would be like, oh, Yoshi, what you're saying right now sounds really practical. Like, no, this is nuts. Who the heck is doing this? I don't know if Green Tea's even trying this anymore. I think he might be, actually. I should give him that credit. Hi, Rita. Well, like, I think it's more like you could maybe min-max to try and go a bit further than 1300 by having a lower stack going in so that there's less upstacking time, because that's where you lose the most time in MPG, right? But it's too dangerous and too RNG reliant. So I think aiming for like start of 1300 is the most practical approach. Like it's